I pledge to safety. Although I am not yet a driver myself, I still take full responsibility as a passenger and always wear a seatbelt. Texting and drinking while driving is extremely dangerous and definitely is not the smart move. My advice to you is to think before you drive. Wear a seatbelt, don't drink and drive, and check your iPhone when you get home. Pledge to safety like me, and we can all make a collective effort to be a part of the safe driving movement.
I pledge.
I pledge.
I pledge.
We pledge.
I pledge to never get in the car or drive a car after drinking, doing drugs, or incapacitating my thought process. I pledge to always think about the effects of my actions and try to make the best decisions, even when making the best decision is not always easy.
I pledge.
I pledge.
I pledge.
I pledge that I will wear a seatbelt at all times, regardless of how far I am driving, and will insist that my passengers wear a seatbelt as well. I will not drive when I am under the influence of drugs or alcohol, and will not get into or ride as a passenger in a vehicle when the driver is under the influence. I also pledge to not text and drive, because texting and driving can put my life at risk as well as the other people around me. A text message is not worth a person's life.
I pledge.
I pledge.
You, put the phone down.
Have a designated driver.
Have a designated texter.
If you're at a party and you're not feeling okay to drive, it's just much better to call your parents to pick you up from there rather than from a hospital or the police station.
Why would you want to put your own life and worse, the life of other people in your hands?
Even though I'm a freshman and I don't drive yet,
I do not need drugs or alcohol to have a good time.
I refuse to allow substances to dictate my social life.
Despite what you may have heard,
Not everyone gets high.
I will never get into a car with a driver who has been drinking. I will not jeopardize my life for a ride. There's always a better and safer way to get somewhere.
I promise that I will never drink and drive. I understand the responsibility that comes with a driver's license. I will not risk anyone's life so I can have a drink.
I know that when you're driving, even one drink is too much.
That's why I will always take the keys from someone who has been drinking.
one drink isn't worth one life.
And one bad decision can change your life forever.
Friends don't let friends drink and drive.
We pledge! Just because you're 21 and have the right to drink, that doesn't overthrow the right for me to live.
I want to be a veterinarian.
I want to be a nurse.
I aspire to be a translator.
I want to be a teacher.
And I want to be an NHL star.
I'm going to be a periodontist.
I want to be a dancer.
I want to graduate from the University of North Carolina.
I'll drink water and drive. I'd never drink alcohol and drive.
I think drinking and driving is really stupid. You hurt yourself and other people.
You just have to use your head because you're putting other people's lives at risk and even your own.
One drink, is it worth it?
Too much to lose. Do not drink and drive. A text is not worth your life. Please don't text and drive.
It's a risk that you're taking. Everybody thinks it's just one drink and it won't affect you, but it will. It could. Very expensive, very tragic at times.
I think it could result in a loss of life for the driver, and it could be an entire family that we could lose. It's just not something that mixes well. We'll never will. There's no justification or rationalization. And people would be a lot better off if they just, if they want to drink, they do that in the privacy of their own home or with a friend, and that they are responsible that if they're going to be leaving someplace, that they have a ride.
All right, you should never drink and drive, okay? Especially if you're not of age. But if you are of age and you're going to have a couple of drinks, make sure you have a plan. Always have a designated driver, not just for yourself, but for others around you.
I had a health teacher in high school that always said, don't become a statistic. Don't drink and drive.